Today I'm going to deal something what is a research profile and how to create and how to maintain it. So the objectives of the session, first we'll start to introduce you what a researcher profile is. Followed by that, we'll discuss the importance of developing a profile as a new researcher, share various tips regarding the maintenance of your research profile as well raising the visibility of your research profile. And finally, we'll discuss some of the most widely used tools and the websites that you can create your research. So with these objectives, I just want to pose a few questions to the audience. Why do we need a research file? And if you're publishing or presenting research in your discipline, and do you want to make impact of your research? So this is a question what I want to ask all the participants. And if your answer is yes, you have to develop an online researcher profile and make your research more discoverable by the researchers globally. And that is why we have here this session. We are just going to see how to go about the research profile and how to create it and how to maintain it. Now let me tell you what is the importance of this research. So I'm just taking an example of my own name. I'm Dr. B. Senthil Kumar. Usually what happens is whenever I go for publication, different journal will be using my name in different formats. Actually, it is the standard of the journals. Accordingly, whenever we are submitting the paper, our names will be modified. Our surname will be in the first and followed by our name. And sometimes they add our brief doctor and sometimes they won't add it. So there will be a lot of name confusion as well as there will be a lot of disambiguation in our name. I'm just showing you a few examples how this happens. And here I have just taken the gist of my heading of my publication, view of my publication. You can see there in one of my paper it is my actual name B. Senthil Kumar, whereas the other paper it is Senthil Kumar B, and in another paper it is Senthil Kumar Babu. All these are the index journals, Scopus index journal, but they just give different formats for the author to be added. And here is another example, Babu Senthil Kumar, and you can see Kumar B. Senthil and Dr. Senthil Kumar Babu. So this is what happens whenever we go for publication. Our names keep on changing. So this is one part of the scenario. And next thing is, why can't we have something very unique identifier, something which identifies us very uniquely? And just like what we have our Aadhaar card. So we have the Aadhaar number. So we use this Aadhaar number for our identification. So exactly like this, we can just have a research profile or a number, researcher ID. So either it can be a number. You can see here the ORCID number, which is given for a researcher. And here it is the Scope author ID number and it is researcher ID number. So this is given by ORCID and this is Scopus ID and this is Web of Science ID. So like this, an unique ID will be given so that the particular researcher can be identified easily, besides of all this name confusion and the ambiguity that comes by our names when we publish our papers. And even we can plan for a URL website also. So just I've given some of the website in my name, ResearchGate, or we can have our own Google site also. So these website will help us to identify easily by the research community. So there are a lot of online profiles, and what that online profiles is going to help? They help you to identify, they link you to your work, ensure the credit for your research. That is more important. Whatever the research work you have done, and the credit will be ensured when you have all this updated in your profile, research profile. Increase the citations, and in publishing is part, but still the publication should have enough citations and it should create a real impact on the research community. So these profiles will increase your citation and the impact. And finally, build your professional reputation. Some questions I just want to ask yourself. Just keep asking yourself whether will the profile be easy to maintain for me? Is the research tool widely used? And if so, is the research tool is interdisciplinary? Can I easily find any collaborators for my research work? What about networking capabilities through my research profile or analytics available to show the impact my work? And finally, will it allow me to upload the copies of my work or share my work what I have done in? So all these questions will be there. The solution for all these questions will be addressed in this session and we'll see how to go about one by one. So before going to the research profile, I just want you to give you tip how to go and select a research profile. So there can be an online profile which helps you to be professional, networking, and is intended to showcase all your research work, can make yourself and your research coverable, and it requires frequent updating. That is very important. Whenever you have your profile, see to that you update it frequently. And finally, I just want you to give the main tip that minimum of 1 to 3 profiles you just have, because it will be very tough for you to maintain when you have more number of profiles. So all these profiles are updated. So what I better suggest is at least have 1 to 3 profiles. That will be sufficient enough. But see to that every part of the research, whichever you're doing, you're keeping updating it. Either your publication or your funding, what you have applied and you got your funding. So all these can be updated there and then, so that it will be easy for you to maintain, and as well as for the research community also check out your profile. So what is a research profile? I'm just posted all these pictures. All these pictures are nothing but the research profile. So you have LinkedIn, Google Scholar, Scopus ID, ORCID, Web of Science, ResearchGate, Academia, and Pivot. And finally, you have the With1 portal, which is very unique and very important for all the researchers for your collaboration. So these are some of the research profiles which is available, and it is free, and you can just create your own profile or you can have your account in this. And I still recommend you to have at least 1 to 3 profiles so that you maintain it regularly. Now let us see how to create a research profile. Step 1, choose a platform which you want to create your research profile. This is very important. So before creating your account, think and see the features of this profiles, and whichever is suitable for you and it is friendly user, choose accordingly. So decide where you want to establish your research profile. This is very important because you're going to maintain this your lifelong throughout your journey. So take your time and choose an appropriate platform which will be very comfortable for you. There are many common platforms as I showed you: ResearchGate, Google Scholar, ORCID, or it can be even an institutional repositories, or you can have your own personal websites and the professional networking sites like LinkedIn. This is a step 1. So you're going to choose an appropriate platform. So give ample of time to choose this platform. We'll move on to the next step. After choosing the platform, whichever you want, create a detailed profile. So what you can include in this detailed profile? Let us see one by one. You can include your full name, academic qualification, your current position and affiliation, and you please provide a professional photo. This is very important because you're going to have this profile for the scientific community and the research community. So please be professional. So try to upload your professional photo. Write biography on highlighting your research expertise and contribution. It should be very short and clear cut. So you just give what is your research interest, what is your expertise in the particular field, and what is the contribution to that particular field. Finally, don't forget to include your contact information, and this contact information will help you to collaborate with various researchers all around the country. So it will be helpful for you. So worldwide, you can just have a collaboration. They will contact you. So please don't forget to include the contact information. And finally, your publications, patents, grants, awards, if any, and presentation. So all these has to be included and updated. So you can plan accordingly. So these details can be added. Later on in all the research profiles, I'll be explaining you. Certain research profiles will be having only publication details. Certain research profiles will include what the peer review, what you do for the journals. But there are some common platforms where you can input all this: publication, patent, grants, awards. So it will be like one point of presentation, like one point of view. You can showcase your profile. Coming on to the step 3, you have to highlight your research out. So this is very important. So whatever you have done so far, you're on the research, you have to highlight it. Now let us see what that can be added here. You can upload your preprints, published papers, conference proceedings, and book chapters. So all these can be uploaded in your research profile, but please check out the copyright issues. If you are uploading a published paper, and check out the copyright issue. If you are given the copyright issue to the publisher, you have to follow it accordingly. For example, if you want to upload your paper in the ResearchGate, you have the option of uploading yours, but still, so you have to be very cautious. Check out the copyright issue and then upload the paper in the research profile web. Then provide link to full text articles or repositories where your work available. This is very important. So usually what we do is we just add our publication details, but the entire publication will not be uploaded. So whenever a researcher wants to use your research as a reference work, they'll be requesting you for the full text article. This frequently happens in ResearchGate. So when you upload your abstract of your research, they keep on asking for sending the full text article so that they use it for their. So always see to that. Either you provide a link for your article published, or you can just upload the full text itself so that it can be used and your citation will be improved. So you can get more citations when you upload the full text article. And please ensure accuracy and completeness of publication records. Sometimes we just upload in the middle of the thing, we'll just stop the adding the details and it stays incomplete. So that time it will not be sufficient enough for the researchers to collaborate or to contact you or to use your article or your publication as a reference. So see to that all your research outputs are highlighted updated and all the publications details are accurate and uploaded properly. So this is going to be the step. Moving on to the step 4, you have to link your account and the profile. This is very important. I told you in the beginning itself, if you have one profile or 1 to 3 profile, but still you can link your profile to the other research profiles also. For example, if you have the Scopus account, your Scopus account can be linked to ORCID ID, or it can be linked to Web of Science also. So it will be linked with one another, so that it will be a common platform where all your publication, your research works will be compiled or pulled out together. So link your accounts and profiles so that you connect your profile with other academic and professional networks to increase the visibility, and link to your institutional website, or you can just share the link of your profile to the LinkedIn or ORCID ID or other relevant platforms. So you have to link your account and the profile. And the final step is adding keywords and the tags. It's just like whenever we publish an article, we add the keywords. So these keywords will help you for searching and for finding you easily. For example, if you add a relevant keyword or your research area, and the tags will be helping others to find out your profile through search engines as well as through the platform space. So that is also an important. So whatever is your trust area or whatever is your domain of research, please include that also, so that it will be easy for the people to get connected. So that is going to be the last steps. You have to engage with your community. Please see to that you follow the researchers in your field. That is very important. So you're updating it, and you have to follow the researchers of your field and check what is happening in your particular domain, and as well as join the discussions, forums, communities related to your research interests, and finally share your work and contribute. So this is very important. So that's how you can engage the community, by sharing your views or sharing your findings or sharing your research with the community who has a similar ideas or who has a similar domain work. So I just briefed you about the how to create a research profile. So what I just suggest you is choose an appropriate platform. As you choose your platform, see to that all the details are updated in your profile, including your contact information, which is very important. After adding your contact information, please see to that all your publications, patents, and your fundings, if you have got any fundings, all these are updated in that. And finally, use the keywords or the tags so that it will be easy for the people to search and get in contact with you for collaboration. And after this, creating a research profile, the most important thing is maintaining a research profile. This is very important. So you have to maintain the research profile. So how to go about? Please update your research profile regularly. So you can just sometime monthly once or 2 weeks once, based on your schedule. You can just see to that either 2 weeks once or monthly once. You just get back to your research profile and you update it, and whatever the needed documents you're uploading it. So please schedule it and have your regular updation in your research profile. That is very important. And you respond to the queries and collaboration requests. Suppose through your contact which is given the profile, people may contact you. For example, they may ask your research questionnaire if you have used for some research, or they may ask you, they just have an idea of collaborating with you. So those queries and collaboration requests, you have to give them a reply. So keep checking your research profile frequently. So whenever you get your request, please do encourage them and support them, and promote your work by just showcasing it and updating it very clearly, and stay active in the academic community and seek feedback and the reviews. Monitor the metrics and alert. This is very important, because whenever you update your publications, sometimes the citations will be missing for your see to that all the citations are included appropriately, and every time it is updated. And you have to have this analytical and metrics to be checked frequently. And most important thing is, please stay ethical and please be transparent. So just put all the appropriate and the informations correctly and aptly. Don't cook up anything, because the entire world is watching you. So whatever is done, put the facts. So the key points of maintaining your research profile is, I just want you to just remember the 4 points. Regularly update your publications in your profile, and please see to that your citation and metrics are updated. Promote your profile. That is very important. And finally, stay informed about the features and the updates. Suppose you are just maintaining a profile in Scopus, please be updated about the features of the scope. Or if you have a profile in Web of Science, please stay updated about the features, because they keep on updating and they bring new features, adding on new features to all this research profiles. So just keep updated and stay informed about this updates. And finally, showcases your expertise is very important. This increases your visibility, track the citations, and manage the scholarly reputations. And finally, this helps you to have the collaboration. It helps to stir the collaboration. So that is very important. That is why we have to showcase your research in the research profile.